Probably this is Summer's Day in Ireland. This is what there's a lot of redheads in Ireland with the shots off, getting some tan. You could probably send Summer's Day as a red round. Look, what we'll do is I'll show you some of the basics of the game with this ball. There's two ways you can kick it, pretty much. We'll do some of that. We'll do some aerial stuff. You've got multi guards. Do some one-on-ones. No, I'm just taking a piece. We're just going to do some kicking stuff, some skilled components, alright? So what we'll do is, how many balls we got? I think we got enough for ball between two. So let's come on a bit. Jason, want to bring the footies on?
Yep.
We'll do a bit of kicking between two, and then we'll do a warm-up after.
Find yourself a partner.
Find yourself a partner.
He's good. He's
All right.
good.
Okay, boys, bring it in. Seto, you alright there? Alright. So the two styles of kicks you can kick, boys, is so if I was kicking the ball to Jason, there's two ways you can kick your footy. You can kick it inside your foot here, with your shoulder to the target. It's probably the most accurate way of kicking the ball if it's a short way. I can't wait to see Jason kick it back to me. But you turn your shoulder to the target and you drop the ball, and basically your leg's going straight this way and the ball curls back. So all you're doing is that. Okay, so you hit the inside of your foot. Extra. That's probably the most accurate way if you get a chance. So generally what's different in AFL, when you get the ball, you're running straight and you can kick it like that. What you've got to do when you're playing this game, you've got to try and turn, kick it like that, open up your shoulder. It's just very accurate. And the other way kicking is sometimes, with obviously the AFL ball, kick the ball the outside of your boot, which is pretty much you're hitting it this side of your boot, and your leg's coming straight when you're running. That might be your most preferred option because of your so used to kicking the ball like that. So you're running, you're kicking the outside of your boot like that. Okay? So what we'll start off with partner, probably 20 metres apart. So we'll just go shoulder to your partner, just kicking it across, okay? So line here, your partner that way where Jason is. Go. Don't you get? Got enough balls? Here, boys, here.
Spread out.
Spread out. Partner below. Here we go. Good start. This
doesn't bounce away.
A bit more specific, okay? So you're coming in, I want you to turn this way and try and kick the ball, okay? So 2 or 3 steps, coming in, and I want you to step off your left, try and kick across your body, okay? Let's go. Any observations with the ball?
Skids a lot.
Yep. Hard catch, isn't it? When it's wet, crazy. First thing you should do when you get to Ireland? Gloves. Because what also does it do, gloves?
Great.
And keep your fingers warm. What's the weather like? It's hard when the ball hits your fingers, isn't it? Very cold. Hey? Look at these things. So, that ball just takes off. What about the kicking? How'd you find it?
It's the opposite of what we've been taught.
Exactly, it's very difficult. Sometimes, when you're running really hard and you feel like you're getting a bit of heat coming from you, that's probably you just keep going and kicking it. But when that kick around the corner, when you want to be really safe and sure, it's probably the kick to actually kick around the corner, okay, because it's very safe. Also, if you're coming through and you're kicking an over, because there's a crossbar in Gaelic football, there's a goalkeeper, and over is 3 points. Sorry, and over is 1, and under actually in the net is 3 points. So that's probably the kick to do when you're running straight at the goal. Open up the angle, and the ball will actually come across a lot easier than when you're running straight. It's very hard to kick the wrong ball because there's so many errors. No actually point of contact like a Sharon. This ball can go that side, and the ball ends up just going like that. That's why when you're running straight to goal, you've got time to step off, turn your shoulder to goal, and actually opens up the goals for you. All right, we'll just do a quick warm-up because that was just to show you the kicks. Just do a couple of laps of the square. Just do 1 lap of the square and come back to me. Yeah?
Yep.
So what we want to do is actually try and kick the ball on the move. So you figure out the ball's going to be going everywhere. Okay, so let's get a group here. What we got, 20 was it? So let's even up the group so I can get 3 6s, a couple of 7s. Okay, so group here, another group probably 30 metres away, and a group in the goal square.
You're on the ball in the goal square.
Doesn't matter, boys can stay here. Start here, 1 group here.
Yeah, we'll lose one.
Couple numbers here, boys. Couple here.
Yeah, we'll lose one.
You're alright, training
Rock
goals.
solid.
Yeah, hit your around your body, coming times the ball just do that. Just goes up in the air. So if you kick across your body, the ball will actually come across. You get what I'm saying? How many times you hit the fat of the ball and the ball just takes off? If you can kick your leg across the ball actually won't take off over here. Okay, you understand that? When you're kicking across the body. Okay, let's go again. 2 balls down, let's start. Yep, good. So you're getting the feel of it. The round ball's a lot of touch with your feet. You know, you try and kick it too hard, it just goes away. It's a lot of touch with your foot. It's like a couple of snap kicks. That's basically what you're doing with around the corner. But it's really the touch on your foot with this thing. When you try and kick it too hard, it generally just goes away on you, doesn't it? So the other component to the game that you'll see in Ireland that they use when we're playing, whether it's international rules or we're playing Gaelic football, is a thing called a solo. So you know when you're kicking in from a kick in and you see all the players in the AFL kicking the ball themselves and playing on? In Gaelic football you've got to run, you can run 4 or 5 metres basically, and you have to either hop, and then once you've hopped it, you've got to do this. So you can't run, you know, obviously you're 10, 15 in AFL and have a bounce, and then go another one and have a bounce. You can if we play international rules, but if we're playing Gaelic football, you actually have to bounce, and you've got to do this. Or if you think you're good enough, you can just keep doing that up the field. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll go and we'll have a bit of fun here. It's we'll just do 4 points, basically lane walk about 20 metres apart, and we'll just see if we can actually do this. Okay, and then hand pass to the block at the end of the line. Okay? Okay, hand pass. Okay, let's go.
You've got to bounce these.
You got 2 footies, Chase? 2 footies, boys. Clifty here. Wait, he's ready.
Another one there, mate.
Okay, we got 2 footies. Yep.
Have we got 2 now over there?
Remember, you're doing this with someone up here. You're trying to tackle you. How slow are you going, you blokes? Come on.
I'm trying to say,
Hey,
nicely.
okay,
Try and do it full tilt, boys. Once you got the hang of it,
Someone
run
gonna tackle you,
faster.
Take your head off you.
When the Irish get a chance to tackle, they actually hit.
No, I've got to whistle every time. Okay? Ready? Who's going here?
One chaser.
Ah, too far! Here we go, turn over.
And control the ball.
Wait for the whistle. That's hard.
Wait for the whistle. Wait. Hey, hey! There it is. There's not many you're going to be able to do it, is there? That's what it tells you. So, it's what you can do in, like I said, if we played international rules, you can run the 10 to 15, have a bounce, but then if you find you've got a lot of space and time, no one's around you, and you, instead of kicking it, you can do that.
Wait, what do you do when you bounce it? Can
you can
just
back.
stop?
Sorry?
When you bounce it, what does that do?
It's just basically allowing you to run.
It's
So
like
it's
AFL.
it's like AFL, exact same.
Oh, okay.
What can you do in AFL if you've got a bounce, don't you?
Yeah.
Or what's your...
Yeah, but I don't know. It just seems weird that you bounce and then.
Yeah, well you don't have to do it straight away, so you bounce it and then you still have another 10 metres.
Yeah.
And then you can go solo, okay? But if we're playing Gaelic football, like I'm saying, it's different. You actually have to do it. Hop, bounce solo.
Basically, we're screwed if we have to play Gaelic.
Well, not necessarily. If you play Gaelic, you basically hop it, or like we did the international rules at the senior level, we pretty much played soccer. We got the ball on the ground. If you had space and time,
Yeah.
if you had space and time, you just drop the ball and play a bit of soccer with it because you've more control with it. All right. We'll just have some shots, okay? Some basic shots, triangle. It's like the triangle kicking, but what we'll do is we'll do it with a bit of speed. So what I'll do is I'll get a group kicking the ball out here to another group. They're just basically going to hand pass it off to you. Hand pass you can do with your open hand and get international rules up close. But I reckon just leave your habit because you've got the habit of doing it this way. Don't change it. It's too hard to change.
Open hand, you like slap.
Open hand you can use your fingers. And it can be very quick. You can actually use it.
Oh, okay.
It can be very quick. That's if you're obviously under pressure. But don't change it. So what we'll do is we'll have a group kick out from here. Kick to this group. They'll get it. Handball off. And remember there's a crossbar, so you've got to kick the ball over the bar. The crossbar is probably about 6'3", 6'4", just a bit over my head probably. And that's, like I said, an over is one and an underneath. So we'll go for overs first, then Clifty will go on goals and we'll do some unders. Yeah. So let's go, let's even up numbers, so let's get a group here. Okay, let's go, Connor. going to do?
Boys, I expect you to shoot 10 out of 10 from there. You're 20 metres down.
Here we go. Hey! Let's go, next ball. Let's get him through.
Control, boys.
Use your hands there, boys. There we go. That's it for the goalkeeper's hands. No good. Clifty's in goals, watch. Has to be over Clifty's head. No good. Still no score. Hey, that's one. No, unlucky. There he is. There's one. Beautiful. Try to get the letter off it. What about the distance? Bigger. It's hard to kick it further, isn't it? That's why when you actually do that, you can come around and you get more leverage in your leg. When you're trying to kick that ball running like that, you see how hard it is to kick it long? When you're going straight, it's very hard to kick that ball long when you're running straight, like a normal drop punt in AFL. Okay? That's why you got to try and figure out what way to kick it. But if you're coming straight through and you got time, I'll always open up the angle, come across. It's more consistent. Okay? Let's go the other side. Let's do the same thing the other side.
Always, we'd come in sort of around lunchtime because we'd be here until about 8 at night.
Different components of the kicking that you're going to try and figure out as you go along, but it's the two preferably would be the most accurate ways to try and turn your shoulder. But again, what happens if you summon up your hammer? You just get it on your boot and see how you go. Also, I reckon in the games what we'll do is we'll plant someone almost in front of the goalkeeper, because what have you noticed?
Everyone's full of short.
Drop short, because you all think you can kick the ball like me and you can't. So I'm going to have a shot from 60 because I'm like Tadhg Kennelly, but you're not. So you all think you're great and you're all thinking that's what happens, honestly, and I've dealt with international rules with Australian teams and the best players in competition, and I saw Clarko last year give it to Sammy Mitchell because we told he wasn't allowed to kick the ball outside 50, but his ego got the better of him. So what you've got to try and do is play within your limitations. What are we good at with a round ball? And pass. What shouldn't you try and do?
Kick it.
Kick it until you have to do what?
Kick it.
To score. Okay? That win you every game.
Can you hand pass it through?
Can happen through.
Yeah, the goal.
No.
Once you get close enough, you just kick it.
There's a lot of components that we can actually work on. We'll see what way we're playing the rules, if it's going to be Gaelic football like we said, or international rules. So, right, we'll do another bit. This is a bit of fun here. Jason's in goals. So, yeah, Clifty, look at that. There's two components. Okay, so if you're coming through, and obviously there's a defender, what Gaelic football will have is international. All the teams will have a goalkeeper like this. So you're coming through. Normally in AFL, you just kick a goal.
You'll all get a go at it too, boys.
You're just coming through like this. There's someone might be up your clack up, but you're gone, and now you've got to try and pick a spot to score an over or an under, okay? But if you're coming one-on-one, it's down to the individual. What would you be thinking?
Goals.
Goals is under, right? Okay? I'll be going for an under every day of the week, yeah, but that's me because I'm pretty good. But generally, when it's one-on-one, I'll be going for an under like this. You know, coming in, and you've got to try and make a choice. But kicking the ball low and hard, it's very hard for the goalkeeper to try and get low and hard, okay?
Is that hard? Is that low and hard?
Low and hard, it's harder for the goalkeeper to stop the ball, okay? Because he's got to get down really low. Whereas if you kick it to his height, a bit higher, he can obviously get there, you know? So we'll do it. Let's do some. Let's get a group here and a group here. Okay, do is the hand pass off, handball off to this group. Put the balls over there, all of them. Watch out, boys. I want you to try and kick the ball before me. Okay, follow the ball afterwards. Go and get it. Nice and lucky. Go and get the footy. Keep coming, boys. You can come up to me. You can come up to me. Just wait. Not so close, boys. Give him a chance. Oh, set up. Come up to me, boys. There you go. Good. Nice. Nice. Why would I not stand like this? Look at the angle, okay? So the goal's massive. If Clifty's coming through, I come out on them. Stop, Clifty. Look at the angle now.
Room. I've got to get a metre either side.
No, he's got a metre either side. But if I'm here, bigger. So if someone's coming and you're a goalkeeper, coming through, come on him. And guys, if you're either going to tackle or he's going to shoot, so you've got the angle closed down. You understand? You'll have gloves, keep it nice and warm, don't worry about it. Goalkeeper, all day I'll be going for a goal. Because we're obviously going to struggle to get over the bar, because your accuracy, but if you come in that close, so if the keeper might even come at you that close, and you might be able to go around them, actually run around them, okay? The other thing in the game, boys, okay, we'll just finish off with this, is this thing called penalties. Like soccer, there's a box in Gaelic football international rules, and if you get fouled inside there, it's a free kick or it's a penalty. So with a penalty, there's two different rules. Again, if we're playing international rules, you give a choice to take it out of your hands or on the ground. But if we're playing Gaelic football, you got to take it on the ground. Okay, so we'll practice on the ground, see how we got some penalties. A few boys haven't tried and goals, so let's go. Can you get
Quick couple of goalies, let's go.
You'll find once you get over there, we're good with ball in hand, we're good at tackling, we'll be stronger than them. So it's just pretty much trying to play to your strengths, but you're going to have to kick, obviously, score. So it's a big component of the games. But just try if you get some time with the wrong ball. It's a lot of it, like I said, is just finesse, just touching with the ball, you know. It's just off the wall, whatever you can, if you get a chance. I can do this.
Where's we on the wall?
Alright, let's just have a kick to finish, have some shots at goal, and we're done. Only a minute or two. Let's go, nice and quick.